Hi everyone, this is the second episode of my special series with my viewer who rides his motorbike around the London area. It's nice to get a perspective from a motorcyclist. Perhaps I should get a motorbike myself. Now, I thought that was a good idea to tuck it back in. There was a little bit of danger with this junction on the right. The white BMW could have done the same. Is my viewer looking to do an overtake? I wouldn't do at this point, there's a zebra crossing coming up. And thankfully, they have the same idea as me, the correct decision to sit and wait in the queue of traffic. But hang on a minute, what's the bus doing? It just shows you the pressures of timetables. That's poor, but some of my bus driving viewers might be able to answer this. Are bus drivers reprimanded if they don't stick to schedules? Here's a clip for Cycling Twitter, or X. I wonder what excuses you can make up for this guy doing this. And the motorcyclist coming the other way used the horn. Apparently, according to Cycling Twitter, you can't do this to cyclists because it scares them. And in reality, that motorcyclist should have just carried on and ran the cyclist over because they did have priority. Most of my commentary on this clip is tongue-in-cheek. But some of it, scarily, is what some people believe. You've got to take a lot of care when you see a motorcyclist filtering, just in case you're using your phone. His change of face was amazing as soon as he saw my viewer with the camera. If he was on his phone, I'd just like to remind people this is illegal, even sat in a queue like this. Don't do it. This proves just how little attention people actually have when they drive. What green light do you see? Some more mobile phone use whilst queuing. However, that was clearly in his hand while the car was still moving. Not that it makes much difference. Again, it's really obvious the person in command of this vehicle knows they shouldn't be doing it. For me, anyone caught in charge of a mobile phone should have an instant 3-month ban, and this should be continued to be doubled every further offence. Let me know what you think. Packing up time for some market stalls. I see this quite often in Liverpool. And I also see the remnants of vans' mirrors, just like this one, quite often too. My viewer's definitely a little bit of a petrol head. They watch the Ferrari going into the petrol station. But they're also a good road user. They now spot someone behind who's not got any lights, and they do their best to help out.
Lights.
Let's have a quick look at a bit of my viewers riding in lanes. Well, actually a listen. Let's see what they do with the speed of their motorbike in relation to risk. How do you think they got on? Watch the Mercedes overtake. It's never going to get you that far, especially in London. Most of the roads are 20s, and all you're going to do is sit at the next set of lights, and that's exactly what happens. But why do you think this is the case? We find out in a moment. Ah, they needed a little bit more coffee for the caffeine to keep them lively, whilst they're driving. That made sense. I've given some moped riders some stick recently, especially the ones from London, but honestly, well done to this guy for walking his moped across the crossing. Back to normal service. My viewer did very well there. Another moped rider restoring reputation. Someone got a little overexcited and nearly overdid it. I think I would have done something differently here. I think I would have held back and let the pedestrians and the cyclists finish. Another phone using queuing motorist spotted. There he is. When you ride ahead of people like this, keep a very close eye on them in your mirrors. You've got to compensate for their lack of attention, don't forget. And in this final clip, my viewer shows a great understanding of when they've not been seen. Again, I'd like to say a massive thanks to my viewer for sending all these clips in. I really enjoy putting these episodes together. Keep safe out there, I'll see you all soon.